Greetings. Welcome to Mystic Moons. It's midsummer. We have one more month of summer left, roughly. One more month. And so far it's been hot and steamy. From the mountains to the shore, cities to countries, counties, farmland, we have a turbulence everywhere. And we've been having turbulence for the last few months. And we have to ask ourselves a question here, Mystic Moon listeners. Where are we headed? Where is the United States headed? So if you're a subscriber, thank you very much for joining. And if you're just buzzing in, welcome aboard. We're not going to really take a shuttle today. We're going to psychically just step out of our own bodies, out of the box thinking. Or maybe it's in the box thinking. We're going to ask a question. We're going to ask the universe a question. Where's the United States headed? Is Trump, with his Marines, National Guard, everyone in LA at the time, they were there to clean up the city. Now, no more Mr. Nice Guy. Our President Donald J. Trump says he is putting the federal government in control of DC. The military is in DC, and they're going to clean it up. Get rid of the homeless people, get rid of the criminals, get the people off the street. In other words, the look is more important than how it's done. The look. Trying to clean up the look and feel as though that is going to improve morale. Now, these people on the street are homeless because perhaps they have no jobs. I'm sure we have substance abuse, drugs, booze, things like that. And yes, but you have laws that condone that and exploit that and say, oh, it's fine to be shooting up heroin across from schools, on parks, whatever. You have special places when you have your drug needs to be fulfilled. And of course, in many communities, drug sales, dope pot houses, pot shops, pot, marijuana, cannabis, whatever you want to call it, are the biggest business ever. And the states are raving, such as New York, they're raving about the sales from drugs. And they're even thinking about making it like a cigarette. Now, I don't know if anyone smoked marijuana, but marijuana is not just a simple drug. It does affect your mental viewpoints and your vision, your hearing, and everything else like that. And some people they swear on whatever holy book they have that it is a portal to nirvana. Well, a drugged out, stupid, intoxicated population can let a lot of things go by because they're drugged. They're drugged. But that's not the point. The point we're talking about today is the fact of where is America going? Is it going towards military rule? Is Trump beta testing? Is he beta testing with LA, which is so successful? I suppose I haven't been there myself to see the fruits of the labor. But is it so successful that he's now going to tackle DC? DC, get rid of the homeless people, move them away. Well, I haven't been to DC in ages, but I've seen pictures. We all have seen photos. And we see people living in tents and things like that. New York City is a prime example. All our cities, before it used to be a homeless person was a rarity. Now it's almost like they're Bedouins. They try. All that's missing is the camels and or the sheep or something. We have people that can't afford mortgage. They can't afford insurance. They can't afford the rents. There are no jobs. How many jobs were created last month? Last month, there were 73,000 jobs. 73,000 of a country that's 350 million people. That's like about, like about 1,500 jobs per state, all 50 states. And that's being generous, right? That's not even saying how much they paid or what. They weren't six-figure jobs. Well, I doubt if they were even five-figure jobs. That's another, you can look it up. You can find out. However, it's rather pitiful. And for the amount of people that we have in this country, you need to have at least 750,000 jobs to maintain healthy outlooks. That means a healthy economy. Now, doesn't 73,000 fall tremendously short from 750,000 jobs that are necessary? So once again, looks are everything. Looks. Keep the hair dyed, keep the Botox going, whatever it takes. Whatever it takes. However, real substance, jobs. And how can these people, the homeless people, how did they get that way? No. We just want to get them off the street. Get them off the street and get the criminals in jail. Now, the criminals in jail, they get free rent, they get food, they get something to pass the time. So is that a win-win for the oligarch, the rich people that are like foaming at the mouth? We're not tackling to the problem. So anyway, but the point is, we're asking, are these LA and DC, we're going to ask Spirit, calm down, everyone, and let's just not even calm down. Let's just go into our psychic self and think about this. Think about how is this the change that we're going through? Is this the forefathers, the democracy, the George Washington, Jefferson, Adams, Quincy, and the rest of them thought? Now, is this where a democracy becomes a republic, or vice versa, goes to military rule? Zelensky, military rule. Can't help but think that. All right, we have here, hello, how are you? Hello? Let's see, are we being beta tested for, hi Kelly, are we being beta tested for military rule? Let's see now. This one. Are we being beta tested for military rule? This is a very pregnant question. I get a lot of cards that go, yes, pick me. I got an insight. Are we being beta tested for military rule with LA? I'm searching. Here's one. I'm searching for cards. Message from Spirit. Spirit, is the American dream dead? Are we being housed in a different manner, viewed in a different manner? Something has happened. The FEMA camps, is this what the whole deal is? Getting the people off the street, getting them into getting what? What are we doing with our population? Are we setting the example for military rule? The war in Gaza, the Middle East, the war in Ukraine, the war with Russia, cavalierly saying more and more nukes? Are we giving ultimatums? Where are we going besides human depopulation? Human something. We're just not valuing people as much as we used to. All right. The first card we get here is, let's see, we have the Seven of Cups. The Seven of Cups. No, the Six of Cups. The Six of Cups. Six of Cups, the Spade. We're going around trying to figure out what is the best way to tackle a problem. All right, we do have a problem. And visually, it's not the best sight. Seeing people that have no place to shower, criminals running around visually. What to do with what is out there? All right, this is a visual thing, picking and choosing. What is more important? The look. If you got the look together, the rest should follow. I mean, that's, you want to do your nails, do your hair, do this, buy new clean clothes. I mean, and then the spirit and the bounce back you get from others, even looking at yourself in the mirror. Okay, so that's kind of like shopping around what to do with this problem. The United States is falling apart. The United States is collapsing. And then we have the lovers. This could be done at a concern. Military rule. Are we so bad off that we need to have the Army, the Coast Guard, and the Coast Guard? What do you call it? I can't think of the word right now. That we need the military. We need the feds to clean up the cities, the feds to clean up the state. We need the Marines, the armed forces. Is this out of love? Perhaps you can think of no better solution. We've gotten so far down, so far demoralized that we need to have, this is the state. Fives are always the state of where the environment is at. The environment is treacherous. The environment is a battle zone. We are falling apart. All right. Now we have here the lovers. This could be the thinking, the thought can be that the best way to keep rowdy people, rioting people, people that need to have housing, jobs, careers. I mean, what kind of future are you saying, oh, AI is going to take care of everything and it's going to like make a lot of jobs obsolete? Well, what does that do? What does it do to the population? Does it get the youth, anyone actually, the middle-aged, the old people? What does it do? What does that do to a country? That the population will be big change. Tech. Is this military tech? Military tech. What do you do with, you have too many people? You don't need them anymore? You have a fight scene going on? All these things. And we have the Chariot. Isn't that? We have Six of Cups, trying to figure out what to do. All these alternative situations. What is going to work? What is going to work now? What is going to work? And then we have this, I am your beloved leader. I love you people. I love my people. It's concern. And then we have the environment, the Five of Swords. You can already tell. The Five of Swords is looking like this. You got like a very freak out scene. Robberies, crime, animosity, helplessness, but wanting to fight at the same time. Wanting to fight, be on your guard. You can't relax. We can't relax right now the way the United States is. You can't relax. And then we have the Chariot. The Chariot is we're going to move to a better solution. This is where Trump is coming from, moving to a better solution, maximum force. No more Mr. Nice Guy. How about querying? How about leveling up to the people? Is this authoritarian? Authority speaking. Authority saying, there's only one way, my way. Don't even think you have two ways to think about things. No. This is called one way. This looks like authoritarian rule. This looks like military, doesn't it? You have a scene of distrust, a scene that's not working, a scene of lacks, a scene of hopelessness. You destroyed the educational system doesn't exist. Commerce doesn't exist. Free trade is becoming my way or the highway. We have a lot of problems and we're being headed to, prices are escalating. We're headed towards the Great Depression and we're saying, and this, the Chariot, how do we clean this up? How do we save face? Save face. It looks like very much, so far I can say that this has been military scene, a military scene. And then we're saying, I would say this Page of Swords is the beta testing. LA and DC. LA was a natural hazard, not a natural, but it was fire. It was an elemental hazard. Now, right now in DC, we have despondency, we have hopelessness, we have, oh my freaking God, I don't know what the hell to do. We have that kind of attitude. We have that. Page of Swords. And then here, check it out. We have the Tower. We have the Page. We have the Chariot. We have the Five of Swords. We have the Lovers. And we have the Six of Cups. The Six of Cups, and the strong cards are the Lovers and the Chariot and the Tower. Well, it seems pretty well likely that we are headed to military control. The military, a military society, governed society, militarized society. The police, the National Guard, that's one step before the Marines, This is getting out of hand. We can see this is a path to go away from what the United States was conceived to be. The Tower, Chariot, the Lovers. I love you so much, I gotta put you in a cage. I love you so much, if I leave you on your own, you don't know what the hell to do with yourself. We're all going to hell in a handbasket. All the choices we have right now, it doesn't look good. It doesn't look good. We got a fight scene going on. We got like treachery. We have violence. We have crime. We have no future. College won't get you into a job. There's no job to be had because the machines will do it so much better. The machines will do your job, my job, and everybody else's job. So shut up and just go to your doom. Go to a new way of living. We can't be trusted. We can't be trusted because it falls apart. Free society, free trade, industry, it is not in the cards right now, not under the present administration. We have it's a distraction too because we're all falling apart. There's nothing more, the National Guard with guns, standing in boots on the ground. They tried it in New York City they tried it in New York City. We've already had that. It's slowly creeping into militarized United States. I remember when I've been to foreign countries, you know what I saw? Every time I saw somebody in the army, military khakis with a machine gun, rifle, it does give you a different type of feeling, doesn't it? It does. Because like, you don't trust us. We're being boxed in. What is this? Where are we going with this? But it looks like I would say that yes. Hello. I would say yes, we are going. This is just beta testing, and it also is a change. It's a big change. The change car, the Chariot. Look where we're going. Lousy. It's lousy. And I would say it's not a particular party. It's a group. It's the direction the United States is going in. Do we have voice? Does this population have voice? When you start falling apart in the street, visually falling apart in the street, and there are people out there, they don't know where they're going. They don't know what to do. They just don't know other than getting high, getting drunk, eating some pizza. I mean, they don't know what to do. They're hopelessly confused. And just putting them someplace without giving the country a new jobs program, a new moralizing. I mean, just to go around and give somebody drugs and booze as the Messiah, the homecoming, the king and the queen, you will be it. That's why we don't have a good direction going on. We have a lot of corruption, and it's not going. And the people are displaying it, the weaker people, the people that are like, I can't do this anymore, I give up. We have a lot of people that have given up. We mustn't let this happen. We must bring back something. This is already in progress. We must rise against the militarization of the United States. How do we do that? That's another question. We're going to ask the spirit within all of us, our human nature. Our human nature, we must remember who we are, what we want. Do you want to have guns? I mean, militarized guns against the people. You're going to clean them up and move them out? And why are the youth, the young, the middle-aged robbing and stealing? They have no heart left. They have no soul. Why? Examine it. Is there any moratorium, public talking about how to bring back the people, how to rein in the spirit, how to do this? Just picking them up and getting them off the street? That does nothing. But it looks like, sadly, the American dream is turning into FEMA camps and something else. What is that noise? Well, what do you think? I mean, we're just getting to be too far. We have to work. Yes, we do have to work together. We have to work together because we have no choice. We are a community. Every country, every place is a community. It's a community. If you want to be a community of growing, people go through hard times. There are hard times for societies, and we are going through a hard time right now. The point is to grow a pair of something, of courage, and pull us collectively out of this slime, this decay, this leak in our psyche. We have to have a newness, and having guns and boots on the ground isn't going to do it. Isn't going to make us feel secure. It will just make us go more and more collapsing. We need to have a different path in military rule. But as I would say right now, unless we get up and get enough voice and say, stop with the military. The military is for foreign war, is for war or being attacked. Then we call in the military, but not because to the suffering, the weak people, or the people that just lost their way or are stumbling right now. We have to set guidelines. And I don't mean guidelines at the point of a gun, intimidation. We need something more. People are lost, and some are lost and given up. We have to get the hope back into society. And throwing people out of sight, out of mind, is not collectively the way to go. It's not the way to go. We have to give the people something, hope, not just AI, machine learning, and commercials about upper middle class life. No. Mm-mm. No. We have to give them something else, and that's for up to us. We don't need more fear. True. We don't need useless words. We don't need to hate the Russians or the Chinese or our next door neighbors because they have a beard or they don't have a beard or they wear different clothes than us. I mean, we have to get over this. This is crazy. Crazy. Crazy, crazy, crazy. It's crazy thought. It's crazy land. It's crazy land. We have to get it. I mean, how can we grow? We're not going to grow at the point of a gun. We're not going to. But maybe that's the purpose. Maybe that's the purpose. And then we have to examine if that's the purpose. Do we want to be in the tower and completely destroy, be completely despondent? No. Because a few people are living very well and most are living not very well. We have to examine where we are going as a country. And all countries should examine too, where are they going? And don't blame it on somebody's living better than you or the immigration. Let's get to the root of the problem. The root of the problem is we're not being told the whole truth. We're not being told the whole truth about anything. And we're also, the xenophobicness is just an excuse. It's just an excuse. Xenophobia is an excuse for a lot of things. A lot of things. It won't be solved with a gun. It won't be solved with the military rule. It doesn't do anything. It just harbors and makes things go quiet. All right, so I'm going to leave this discussion. Thank you very much. They're hiding lots of stuff. Remember that they're hiding who we are, what we are, our capabilities, our humanity. They're keeping us too much below the belt, not the heart chakra, not the brain chakras. No, they are hiding. They're keeping us like livestock beasts. And even livestock beasts, that's pathetic. It's pathetic. We're being kept in a pathetic, they don't trust us. Or maybe they just want to keep the power for themselves, a few. There's a lot of questions that we have to have discussions on. And that's something that we'll have to wait and see. If enough people care enough to talk and share and morally figure out what is best. In other words, we don't want to hear that we're the best or the greatest. We want to hear what happened, what's happening, and how can we make ourselves better. And we also like to know who is running the show here. Who is running the show? It's becoming very apparent. The more it becomes apparent, the more they keep throwing things, mud pies on your face, the more you see your sight is being restored from different civilizations, from like, oh, no way, could this have happened, this and that, truth. But we want to know right now, let's have the whole truth, and let's not give up. Let's not give up. And yes, things are expensive. Housing is expensive. Transportation is expensive. And having machines do everything is cold and useless and despondent. And this is what a lot of people, the homeless, are. They're not to be something to be picked off the street and housed like garbage. No, they're not. They're not. They're human beings. Criminals, why are they criminals? Because they can't afford, they don't have a job, they don't have this, they don't have that. The cities are really horrible. So over the countrysides are dotted with apathy, not paying attention, and drugs. That's the United States. That's the United States right now. It can't continue. It cannot continue. We know that. All right, so I'm going to we can see that very much LA and DC are being beta tested to see how the rest of the country takes military rule. Are we going to sit back and let this just contain? Spirit is asking us. Spirit is saying, are we just going to sit back and just crawl under a hermit crab shells and just pretend that it's not happening? I don't know. If the Spirit awakens you and gives you guidance and gives you a mission to do, follow it. Follow it. Collapse. Don't give up. Don't give up. Don't give up. I'm going to leave now, and I hope I inspire someone to get up, open your eyes, open your consciousness, your soul, your humanity. We have better things. Go outside, take a look and see at night you see all the other stars. We can't let this planet fall apart. We cannot. We cannot. And you're welcome. Thank you very much. Thank you. Thank you for the likes, and let's hope for a better tomorrow. Let's make it a better tomorrow, all right? Let's just not hope. Hopeism is hopeism. Doing is doing. Remember that. Mystic Moon, signing out. Bye-bye. Ciao.